Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. When it rains, it pours. Listen, we've been reporting on all of these aircraft issues where planes are falling out of the sky, so on and so forth. There are a lot of other stories that are out that I want to cover today. So this might be basically airplane day. It's taken away from me doing my crime stories. But this is just something that I wanted to bring light to today. We've been talking about the situation out there in Philly, and they're still having press conferences and talking. A lot of the stuff is repetitive, but they're saying now that NTSB, National Transportation Safety Board, is out there looking for this black box for this Learjet 55 that crashed on Cottman Avenue in Northeast Philly. Now, I said West Philly last time, but that's my mistake because, I used to know people over there. But anyway, check it out. They're looking for this black box, and they're frantically looking for it. Now, they can't find it. Debris scattered over blocks and blocks as this plane fell out of the sky. Also, they've identified the people that were on the plane. May they rest in peace. Here's what they're talking about so far. We're going to come back and talk about this.
Federal agents are on the ground in Northeast Philadelphia looking at every corner of the neighborhood where a medical jet crashed and burst into flames. There is one clue that has eluded them so far, but they hope it survived the crash in the first place. NBC 10's Neil Fisher is live at the scene right now.
Good morning. They say the NTSB says that they are still looking for that black box, that cockpit voice recorder that was on the plane when it crashed. Now, they have not found it yet. The NTSB says they will be here days, if not weeks, searching for more evidence. I want to give you a live look above the scene right now where that plane crashed from Skyforce 10, showing you Cottman Avenue near the Roosevelt Mall where this plane crashed Friday night. Investigators located the engine and parts of the plane, which were fragmented when it crashed, but they continue to search for the black box. The debris field spans 4 or 5 blocks surrounding the crash site, which is why the NTSB has 17 investigators working around the clock to locate evidence related to the crash. The NTSB was asked if there was any communication before takeoff between the jet and air traffic control that may explain the crash.
Nothing was communicated. In fact, in the recording that we have, there is an attempt by air traffic controllers to get a response from the flight crew, but they didn't receive.
And this morning, we're learning the names of those on board the jet who died in the crash, including the pilot, co-pilot, the doctor, paramedic, the young girl who was receiving medical treatment here in Philadelphia, and her mother. We also know that one person on the ground was killed at the time of the crash, and at least 19 others were injured. The NTSB continues to search for that black box. They say it's orange in color. They say it might be in this area of Northeast Philadelphia. However, they have not found it yet. They're asking you if you see any piece of evidence that might be related to this plane crash to call 911 and inform them of what you've found. Reporting live in Northeast Philadelphia, Neil Fisher, NBC 10 News.
All right, guys, that's the news of what they're talking about. This Learjet 55 that crashed out there in Philly. They're looking for the black box. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. They said they can't find it. They'll be out there for weeks or whatever to find out what happened for finding this data recorder or voice recorder black box thing. Now, they said it's orange in color, which they usually are. But I'm going to be honest with you. They said it was 6 people dead. Now they're saying it's 7 people. They're also saying that 22 people are injured instead of 19 like they said before. So new information is coming out. But I thought the black box was indestructible. But then again, a plane careening out of the sky, full throttle, like a rocket, you know what I'm saying? Things happen. But maybe they could find it. Maybe you might want to look in one of them pawn shops. Somebody probably seen that thing and was like, oh, this look expensive, and took it to a pawn shop. You want to leave no stone unturned. But I mean, this is unfortunate. They're talking about it's still more stories, more eyewitness accounts. There's a young kid that was hurt in the crash, you know, when this plane crashed, and they did a story on him yesterday, and I hope he's okay. But the way that plane exploded, you know what I'm saying? It was like my immediate thought was something happened in the air. I mean, we did happen in the air, but I was like, okay, well, something happened in the air because it seemed like the plane was breaking apart. But then again, a plane that small with some type of engine failure or flight control malfunction coming down on that angle might tend to break apart. It's a small plane. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, as far as this whole situation, it's like not just this, but other accidents. Like we talked about it before, where like I say, when I'm doing my crime videos, I say like a crime has happened, and then like right behind it, it's like a ripple effect, and all these different similar crimes that happen. Look at this stuff with the airlines, y'all. Look at it. This makes no damn sense. Now I know stuff happened and stuff doesn't go reported, but all of a sudden, out of the blue, in the past week, 10 days, all kind of hell is breaking loose in the airways or dealing with air transportation. What is this about? Seriously, I mean, what is this whole thing about? The mayor sitting up there in Philly, she talking, she trying to get this together because like nobody understands. This happened in the urban area, right? Where this plane crashed and the parts are scattered all over. I would be shocked if they say they find all of this stuff, if they recover all the pieces of this. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this thing right here, man, I don't even know. Because when I first seen this story, I was like, because like this is the big thing with me with this. And I'm going to say this before I get out of here. They were having radio contact. I played the radio transmission on here as the plane took off. Something must have happened so severe because the way that plane was coming down, right, on that angle, I guess they was trying to get control and didn't radio back because I'm saying to myself, why wouldn't you put a mayday out? You guys think about that? Like, why wouldn't you put a mayday out? And at least say something. There was no transmission. They were talking and then radio silence. And the plane came down and said there was only, 1,600 feet up. And if they're going from a point of takeoff, those that been on the plane, you know, all that thrust pressure pushing you back in your seat. If that plane just flipped and then took I don't even think they had time to react. And that's the reason why I think you didn't hear anything. I think once it happened, they was kind of like I gave you a perfect example. You ever be in a car and you're driving and you're on black ice or something, and you might be in the car with somebody just talking, and all of a sudden the car just starts to turn and like, what happens in the car? A bunch of silence and the person trying to control the thing. I think that's what happened with this. That's why it wasn't no radio transmission prior to them crashing or any type of mayday. And that's just my opinion. What you guys think? Leave it in the comment section. 19 people hurt. 22 people hurt now. And hopefully everybody can recover from their injuries, both physically and psychologically. But man, we are in strange and crazy times in 2025, and this is just the beginning. I got another story for you. I'll load up in a second. This next one is crazy, but I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Some of us have to rely on public transportation, whether it's buses, cars, tractor trailers, even airplanes. Some of us have no choice. It's scary times out here. You guys be safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.